Hello everybody, I'm going to be telling y'all about a website that's going to be great for primary sources. So when you're conducting historical research, it's important to have your sources. And we have primary and secondary sources. Primary sources can be harder to find, but they're often the most important. So these are your first-hand witness accounts, right? So they're eyewitness reports, interviews, testimonies. They could be photographs, they could be artwork, anything where the person physically experienced the historical event that we're looking at. They were there, they saw what happened, or they recounted what happened. Secondary sources are your scholars and researchers analyzing and interpreting those primary sources. So these are often scholarly articles, and they are often used for our own research, but it's always best to get your primary sources. And one website that's really good with that is National Archives. So I have that pulled up here. If you go up to your URL and you just type in archives.gov, this website's going to pull up. And already, as you're seeing right away in this top bar, it has kind of quick tips for different kind of sources. So we have veteran service records and America's founding documents. And if you click on the America's founding, it's immediately going to take you to Declaration of Independence, Constitution, Bill of Rights, right? Very important documents. If you click on it, it's going to tell you a little bit about it, and it's going to provide some images. These are your primary sources right here. They are your first pictures. And we can't see it all too much because very old document. However, it's still there. So these are things you can start to expect on this website. If we go back to the home page and you scroll down, you're going to see the National Archives building. So this website is directly from this building. This building is in Washington, D.C., and it's home to a bunch of different public records. And they took those public records and they put them on a website pretty much for the public to use. So students, teachers, anyone has access to this, what is basically public knowledge, is going to be on this website. Any kind of document, photographs that is in this building, we're going to find through here. So if we scroll back up, we're going to use this search engine. This is how you're going to find everything. So clicking on it, you could already see that I have a couple of searches already. The broader the search, the more stuff you're going to get. So for example, if we take 20th century America, we click search, 7,182 results, right? You can refine it through what's only going to be from archives.gov. So right now this is the everything site, and this will bring you stuff from different libraries, presidential stuff, anything that's on the internet is going to be here. If you hit kind of archives, this is what specifically the National Archives building is responsible for having. So you can see stuff here. So periodical literature, documented rights, all sorts of stuff. You can go to the presidential libraries for 20th century, and it's going to be the Cold War. It's going to be poverty in America, see from JFK Library, foreign policy. It's going to have a whole bunch of stuff. If you go back to everything, when you start getting more specific, so you can do like the Roaring Twenties, right? This is a time period we'll be talking about. You hit search, and again, you get 236 results. And it gives you a whole bunch of different articles you can look at. So if we click here, the unwritten record, this is the stock market crash. This is a primary source because it's a photograph of the stock market crash, Black Tuesday, right? So then you get to the article portion. You'll always have the date it was published by the author and what type of source it's going to be. So in this instance, it's a photograph. If you hit continue reading, it's going to give you an article about this event, so about Black Tuesday. You're going to have your primary source photos. This is another primary source photo. It's always going to tell you where the photo was taken. It's always going to be cited so you know what you're looking at, who took the photo. And this is the kind of stuff you can expect. If you wanted to get even more specific, since we were talking about the stock market crash, you can type in stock market crash 1929 leading into the Depression. You're going to have 144 results, and it's going to tell you all about the Great Depression. This is from the Hoover Presidential Library and Museum. It's going to be an article, and it's going to tell you all about the Great Depression and what started it. So this is a great website to use if you're doing some form of research paper, if you need to find some information about a topic that you're looking into. And it doesn't always have to be academic. You can find plenty of sources in your personal life that are going to be relevant on this source. So I encourage all of you guys to go ahead, take a look, see what you can find here. It's going to save you a bunch of time using this search engine rather than just going to Google and typing in a bunch of stuff. This kind of just consolidates everything. So it's going to be very efficient for you. It's going to be very time saving, and it's going to be reliable. It's hard to find good reliable sources out there, but this one definitely is up in the ranks. So I encourage all of you to go ahead, have some fun, look up a topic that you're interested in, and let me know if you need anything.